I have cleaned this 400,000 times, and I've only had it for 4 days because it's constantly, the bin's not opening, or it's going all the way around with the litter and it dumps on the inside of the box. It gives me errors on the front. I've emptied the litter. I've put more litter in. I've had to take it apart to clean it because it has gotten filled with litter. And I just don't know what to do anymore. And I asked for you guys to help, and it doesn't seem like you're gonna. So now I got this going on. Constant issues. I'm gonna give the shortest review for this product, and I hope that I can alleviate anybody from going through what I have been through. This is the Choubox 4. I purchased it 1 week ago, and I have had problems with it every single day, except for one day. The first day I plugged it in, it was great. And the first time after it scooped, I've had problems ever since. It does not do what it's supposed to do. I want to throw it in the river. I've unplugged it. I've done everything that people have suggested for me to do. The customer service for this company is horrible. They do not get back to you. The return policy is that if it is used, it cannot be returned. Well, you wouldn't know that there's problems unless you use it. Also, there is, luckily I've used PayPal, so I'm really hoping that I'm going to get my money back on this. What a large investment to make for a piece of crap equipment. All right, so I have just emptied all of the litter out. That's been sitting there. This hasn't been on for over a week. So I emptied all the litter out and I've unplugged it. It's been unplugged for at least 4 or 5 days, and I'm going to plug it in right now. It is not near the wall. There's plenty of room. It's still starting. It's been about 1 minute. This thing is so filthy for the short amount of time that I've had it because it never cleaned. And so the pee just kept accumulating, or it would, it's been gross. It's doing nothing. Okay, it's been about 2 minutes. Nothing. Does nothing. It worked for the first day. And then after that, it turned the drum all the way. So it released all of the litter and the poop and the pee into the drum. So I had to remove everything and try and clean it. And then it would give me an error. So it's still sitting here at starting. It does nothing. It went into the gears, into the wiring. The pee and urine has gone into every mechanism. Sometimes it will go when my cat is in it. I'm having to do everything manually, scooping it and whatever, because when I got it, I thought it was going to work fine, and I threw my other litter box away, but this has been the worst nightmare ever. Okay, still sitting at starting. I just want my money back. I don't even want this machine. This is not a machine that is going to work. It is poorly made. The mechanics and the technology of it are well thought. I mean, I think the thought behind it was great, but it doesn't actually work. Okay, so I added some litter knowing that you would argue the fact that there was no litter in it. And it's still going to do the same thing. But now I'm just going to have to empty the litter out of it, so that's a pain in the ass, but whatever. This thing has given me such a headache and frustration. I actually have heart problems, so that hasn't been fun. But it will do nothing. It does nothing, it does nothing, it does nothing. 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 It's been over a minute. Okay, so I want to finish up this video with some thoughts. This compilation was put together because Choueer decided that they needed video to see what was happening. They replied to me one time with a list of generic things to try that some of them had to do with what I was going through and most of them had nothing to do with what I was going through. It has been over a week that I had replied with that, saying that I've tried it. And today, about 6 or 7 days later, they finally got back to me. I think the last time I spoke to them was on the 14th, and today's the 21st. So 7 days. I am highly disappointed. I paid a lot of money for this. I did a lot of research. But apparently I didn't see the reviews of people having problems with this machine. I guess it was on Indiegogo and people have had issues from the get-go. I am just very disappointed for the amount of money, the investment that I made for it not to work. It has an app. It's just super cool. But none of the components have worked properly other than the first time it's scooped. So out of the box, it comes well put together. It's all put together. I didn't have hardly any assembly at all. Plugged it in, put in the litter, did some test drives on it as far as the cat hadn't been in it yet. And it worked perfectly. And then as soon as the cat went in and did its duty, it didn't work after that. Twice it started going while my cat was in there and almost closed it in because my cat was petrified, had no idea what it was supposed to do. Twice it rotated the drum with the ingredients in it all the way around, which means that all it did was dump on the inside of the unit. And that was a nightmare to clean, like absolute nightmare to clean. Twice. And then now I plug it in. Someone told me leave it unplugged for 2 or 3 days and it'll reset itself. I tried that. Somebody said disable the waste bucket or the waste bin. I tried that. Sometimes it would say to empty the waste bin. There was nothing in it. Sometimes it would say empty the bin, which was very confusing. And that's when it would rotate out all of the litter into the waste bin supposedly, but all it did was go into the mechanisms and to the drum and everything. It was just, it's a nightmare. And so yes, this video is public. Yes, Choueer, you're seeing the video that I posted on my YouTube channel. I don't get upset about purchases very often, but this one has gotten my goat, like severely. And I just want to make sure that all of my viewers know what they're buying when they buy it. I say ex-nay on the buy. Do not purchase this product. There are many other litter robots out there. That's another name. But I don't know. I think I might just be going back to the manual kind. I was really hoping that this would be my savior, and it is not. I do not want a replacement. I do not want an exchange. I want my money back. So Hope you found what you needed in this video, and that's all I can say.